Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General YAHANNA, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General YAHANNA is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Let me get one of those slow motion pictures, bro. One of the slow motion pictures.
You gotta shoot at 60 frames per second.
Come on, that.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. Coming up, I'm about to bust shit. They see me, they like, ooh, keep on stopping. I'm on my body, real niggas right beside me. Damn right, I brought my army, going up like a rocket, and can't nobody stop me. These niggas garbage, so watch your mouth, boy. Coming all black, slithering house, call me mouth, boy. I'm off the hip like a cowboy. I'm a king, you should bow, boy. Short it like that, man, you cut up. Nothing I can handle. 144 in the booth, going Rambo. Niggas do you dirty like a stick in a bando. That's why I play the corner like a bum with a banjo. I'ma lead by example. Ooh, keep on sobbing, got this bitch off the hand. Got the juice, got the drip, about to hit the bitch with the salt. It ain't rap, it's assault. Can't taste a bitch unless you with the coke. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit.
Hey! One way! One way! One way! One way! One way!
Coming up on my bust.
I do it how a veteran be. You better than me. I'm Reggie at the edge of the key. It's all money, no honey. Think you settle and see. You locked up, fucked up, and it's back to the streets. It's One West. You can check the residency. I reside with soldiers died on the soles of their feet. Cause there's death before designer. Ain't no coward in me. Cause I'm cold as a bitch's shoulder. You ain't calling a week. Get the cooking on this beat. Hope you like it well done. Got them killers rolling with me and they all red rum, red rum, red rum. Got you fucking scared some. Hit the banging on this beat till my fucking head numb. Black Glock, red drum, black and yellow Air Ones. Homie, you ain't got a vest. I suggest you wear one.
Told these niggas we was going up. They was doing a lot of talking. Now these niggas ain't saying shit.
Feeling like a legend in this shit. Lil nigga, I'm past veteran. Never feeling third. Lil nigga, I'm past second. Guns, I gotta have them all like Ash Ketchum. Shotty break a nigga ribs up like his wife left him. We all steppin'. Kill you with kindness cause I'm dead nice. That 5'7" put you 6 feet, not talking height. That judge giving out 5, but you doing life. These hands are rude GPS. A mean right. That's mean right. We build different, you know the vibes. And we stamped it authentic, we notarized. I keep a 144 because I know a cod. Noah's Ark, you know I'm with animals when we flowing by. We back again, no cap when I'm with Cap again. Yeah, they say they want smoke until we matching them. Everything righteous, so you know when we get back at them, you get hit up with a K, but no acronym.
They say they wanna hit that raw shit. These niggas claiming that they bullshit. These niggas better move and coach shit. As if they make the wrong move and coach shit. You see me, they like, ooh. shopping. I'm on my way up and they ain't gon' stop it. They say they wanna hit that raw shit. I'm on my way. Coming up, I'm about to boss shit.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barak Atah, all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Thumb, Shem Yahushua, all the sisters. This is the Tuesday night brotherhood class. And before I get started, I'd just like to say Godspeed to all the brothers and sisters that's going to the Passover in Durham, North Carolina. You don't be safe on them highways. There's a lot of fools out there. And with that, tonight's class is love thy brother, because it seems like we're just not loving each other like we should, like the Most High commanded us, like Christ gave us a new commandment to do. We're supposed to love each other, care about each other, check on each other, make sure we're straight. You got a lot of these cats that's talking, I guess I.S.U.P.K, but guess what? Ain't none of them doing what we doing. Ain't none of them going out there on these streets checking on your brothers and sisters that's homeless, the poor, the brothers and sisters that's locked up in the prisons. We're the only ones doing that. We're coming out of our pockets to make sure our people are straight, trying to check and see what they need, making sure that they ate, that they're fed, that they got clothes. If we can provide it, hey, look, we got to look out for them, And your neighbor is that of your people. Your neighbor is, the so-called Black and Spanish Native American Indians. They go through the same thing we go through. Don't think that they don't. They do. They go through the same thing. On them reservations, they say a lot of them reservations is worse than the ghettos. For real. I know a lot of brothers that went and visited them reservations, man. A lot of our brothers and sisters, man, so-called American Indians, First Nations people, living bad, a lot of them. Alcoholism and all that, our sisters being kidnapped and, and ain't no telling what else. And they ain't being seen again. Just like our Hispanic brothers and sisters, man. They catching hell too. They getting kicked out. They got kicked out of a country that belongs to them. Got their land stolen. You got a lot of our brothers and sisters that was taken by Christopher Columbus on a transatlantic slave trade. They're now the so-called Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. The Cubans. And Asher and the Fowley. The Posh. Hey, Slakia, can you put who's that? The China? Is that Halak? The water. Well, yeah, Slakia. But yeah, we got a lot of our people. Hey, y'all, but should be outside Brakatha.
Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh, what's going on? Everything's wild with you.
Everything's to wild. Hey, good to see y'all.
Yeah, I'm in the building.
I see. Most High in Christ. But yeah,
right.
guys, go ahead. Everything's wild.
Yeah, everything's wild. Trying to get ready for this Passover. You know, we got to get down there. Oh man.
I know, right? Hey, look, however you traveling, Godspeed, brother.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of fools out here. Hey, I know you can drive, but you know, you got a lot of crazies out here. Cats that got license shouldn't have license.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But yeah, it's just trying to get down there, man. I can't wait to see all the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to see the family. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely excited about that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. I can't wait myself. I'm already ready.
Yeah. See, I've been planning for like a whole month. Yeah, I still ain't ready. I was like, I still like you forget like the little bitty things. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That
Exactly.
you gotta check up on. But good thing I got a cool rib, and she just makes sure we got all the little stuff. So you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a heavy thing, man. My kids been bugging me every day for the last 2 months. You know what I'm saying? So it's finally finna go down, man. I'm finna get to see my brothers, man, from Atlanta, from all over. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a beautiful thing. You know what I'm
Exactly. For the UK, all that. UK, Mexico, Puerto Rico,
saying? Right.
you know, Cuba. Who else we got? The
We got
island.
yeah, we got the islands, man. You know, you got all the 50 states. I think we all in the 50 states right now.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So just to see everybody, man, pull up and man, it's gonna be a glorious thing, man. My phone I know my phone gonna go dead quick. All the pictures I'm gonna be taking. So, yeah,
See,
yeah.
you know, and see, and that's love. Y'all want to see some real brotherhood love, love thy brother and thy sisters. You know, our nieces, nephews, all that. Man, come to the Passover in Durham, North Carolina. You want to see some real family, some real love, you know, and how brothers look out for each other. Oh man, come to the Passover. Ain't gonna be no fighting, no swallowing, no arguments. Ain't gonna be you know, nobody getting sloppy drunk and you know, getting beside themselves, coming sideways at you. You know, you're gonna be greeted like we known you for your whole life. And that's how it feels to go to the Passover. You know, my first Passover, boy, it was like, man, I'm telling you, it's like you grew up with these brothers. That's how great the Passover is, man. I can't wait. You know, and that's how the way we treat each other in the I.S.U.P.K. And when you come to the Passover and you see that, that's how we treat it. That's how we've been commanded to treat each other. Matter of fact, hey, the pie. Pull up on the screen. We got one more popped up. Who is that? Is that young man Paul? Most High Christ. Hey, Shalom on the Christ, huh?
Shalom on the Christ. Yahbashim Shabrakatah.
How about Shem Yahshua Brakatah?
Hey, yeah, about you,
Yahbashim Shabrakatah. How y'all doing, other ones?
Tawab, Tawab. Hey, can you read for me?
Khan Khan.
Hey, can you give me Mark 12 and 31?
Khan Khan.
You know, and let me know when you get it. And your neighbor, don't think of your neighbor. We got to get this that mentality out of our head because I know it's been indoctrinated into us living in America and through Christianity. You know that we think that our neighbors, people that live next door to us, that we're supposed to love our oppressor neighbor, or our Chinese neighbor, you know, our African neighbor. No, your neighbor is that of your own people. Your neighbor is that of Israel, the 12 tribes, the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians. And we're going to keep saying it. We're going to keep drilling into your head. You know, that's your neighbors. That's who you're supposed to love and care for. That's who you're supposed to watch out for.
Damn right. So lock if I could.
Go ahead.
So that's a heavy thing that you say out because, like you say, Your neighbor should be the one that you can look at and say, man, that same person right there is going through the same thing I'm going through.
All right,
When
Con,
you look at when you look at your oppressor, man, he's the one that helped. His ancestors are the one that helped put you in this situation, man. That's
right.
not your damn neighbor. What kind of neighbor is that? What kind of damn neighbor is that, man? Your
Right.
neighbor is the one that look like you, man, that's going through the same struggle that you going through. He getting beat down every day at the job. You know what I'm saying? Wherever he go, he just it's hard for him.
Exactly.
But that damn oppressor is not your neighbor. It's not. He's living a great, comfortable life. His life is great.
You know?
His life is great. He's happy. We're miserable, man. We struggle. You know what I'm saying? So that's your damn neighbor, man. Not that just because you move into a white neighborhood don't mean that that's your damn neighbor, man. You just moved into a nice neighborhood. You know what I'm
saying? Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, that is so true. Hey, that is so true because you look at a lot of these athletes and a lot of these entertainers, you know, they have moved into these little oppressor neighborhoods thinking, oh, yeah, we made it. We got it good. You know, what's wrong with the rest of y'all? Why can't y'all make it and do good? You know, and it's like, okay, if it's so great, then why did back in the day, you know, there was a show called Different Strokes. You know, and there's a cat down there, a brother named Todd Bridges. Yeah, he was making good money too. But guess what? In that oppressive neighborhood, every time you turn around, the cops were stopping them, harassing them, pulling them over. Did he have it good? Did OJ have it good? Did Lamar Odoms have it good? Kanye? You know, do they have it good? You see how they had it real good, huh? Tiger Woods? They had it good. They lived. They made it. You know, the oppressor's their neighbor. Matter of fact, they went out so far to be unbrotherly and unsisterly. Serena Williams, Halle Berry, to even marry the oppressor and have children by them. But this is your neighbor. This is the people you love. The same people that's unalive in your people today. That had us in slavery and still got us in slavery. Mental slavery. Paid slavery. But when we was in physical slavery, getting our backs beat out with them when they was beating us, tying us and beating us with them bull whips, would you still consider them your neighbor? Are you gonna be foolish and say, oh, that was the past, man? We gotta stop going by the past.
Wow. And see, if I could real quick, if I could, you know what I'm saying? And that's a crazy thing that you say that, man. They beat our backs out. They wouldn't let us read. They wouldn't let us do nothing. They knew a long time ago that God didn't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? They do that.
Right.
But we still, to this day, our people, I'm not saying everybody, but most of our people still sitting back, like you said, man, let it go. God loves everybody. We all his children. No, the hell we not. No, the hell we are not, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't come through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man, you are not the children of the Most High. Stop it. Just stop it, man. Just stop it. But, you know, they keep rolling with that narrative, man, and then you have our own people. Our own people are still in that mental slavery, you know what I'm saying? Because they think that God loves everybody. How can God love everybody when your oppressor, your supervisor, the person that you go to every day, their ancestors put you in slavery, man, and hung you from trees, man.
Exactly.
They don't even believe that. They don't even believe God love everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
You know? because their thing was while they was beating us with them whips, you know, they was teaching us that the Most High was an Edomite, Christ an Edomite, that they was above us, that we were fit to be nothing but slaves, that our skin color was a curse. But these are your neighbors. These are your neighbors. As a matter of fact, we got to stop thinking them as our neighbors, because you go up north, there's a lot of these oppressive neighborhoods. They'll chase you. They'll run you up out of there. Even unto this day, you know, they don't want you in their neighborhoods. Why do you think every time when a neighborhood starts getting flooded with you Negro, with you so-called Black, Hispanic, American Indians, why do you think they move out? And then a lot of us try to follow them. They move out the neighborhood to get away from you. Yeah, they might pretend and act like they so like you and all this, they tolerating you. They don't give a damn about you. They tolerating you. Young man Paul, you got that for me?
Khan.
Go ahead, read that for me.
Khan, this is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And how do you love your neighbor? How do you love your people?
It's like it, sir. By showing brotherhood.
Right, by showing brotherhood. And by showing brotherhood, is you don't sell your brother no drugs.
Right.
You don't sleep with his woman.
Right.
You know, you don't, and you know what is real sickening? Is a lot of you cats, you'll sell your brother drugs knowing he's down and out, knowing that you're helping to destroy this man, and you'll turn around and try to holler at his woman, talk about, man, look at your man. You know, you need a meal. You need a capital N like me. Man, you need. Hey, look, you too good of a woman to be with him. Look, but you the one selling him drugs. A lot of us be so low life like that that's how you'll destroy your brother. And won't give a damn. Because you're too busy trying to holler at his woman. Go get your own woman. Stop selling his brother drugs. Stop being a drug dealer, period. How about that? Go get you a slavery. Go get your own woman and start your own family or whatever. Why you gotta come into this man's life and destroy this, and keep this man destroyed and destroy this man's life? That's not brotherhood. You know, I have seen on YouTube, you got this brother running around. It's called something about deadbeat dads. What he's doing, he got on shoulder pads and he's walking up to brothers, asking them if they such and such, and then he'll tackle them. Full with shoulder pads on. Now, I know a lot of you play football, and you hit somebody with some shoulder pads. Come on, man. You can seriously hurt somebody, bruh. You can seriously damage that man to where that man can't work, period. And this Negro don't even care. He think he really doing something. Yeah, I get paid. Yeah, I'm gonna get paid for this. Oh yeah, give me such and such, and I'll go tackle your deadbeat dad. Like, brother, don't you know that one day that's gonna come on you? Somebody's gonna know something. They're gonna side swipe you, and they're gonna just straight uppercut you and knock you cold the F out. No, that's cool. That's not even brotherhood. And for everybody talking about a deadbeat dad, you know what a deadbeat dad really is? A deadbeat dad is a brother who ain't foolish enough to give the woman, the baby's mama, the money to go get whatever the baby needs. He's smart enough to go and get the stuff himself. He want to provide it himself for the child. He'd rather take his child and take the child shopping to spend time with the child. But since he don't want to give the mother money, and he'd rather go do it himself, go take the child himself, now he a deadbeat dad. Now he ain't crap. He ain't nothing. You a clown and all this, that, and the third. But yeah, he's still in his child's life or trying to be in that child's life. He wants to spend time with his child and go spend the money himself on the child directly. So now you want to go to massa like a good bed wench. You want to go to the oppressor and file child support. All because to you he a deadbeat dad because he's not giving you no money. That's what I see what a deadbeat dad is. And guess what? He really ain't a deadbeat dad. He just ain't foolish enough to give you the money. Go ahead, read that again for me.
Khan, this is the book of Mark, chapter 12 and verse 31. And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. Love thy neighbor as thyself. That goes for you sisters too. You know, love your brother like you love yourself. Don't you take care of yourself? Ain't you gonna look out for yourself? Make sure you eat. Make sure you keep a roof over your head, all that. Hey, look, if you in times of trouble, you know, you might have a little stash to the side. You know, love your brother the same way that you love yourself. Go check on your brother. See how your brother's doing. If they need anything, you all right? You good? And he might not even need it. He might just want to sit down and just talk, get some shit off his chest. Slack it. Anyone on a conference call? All right, solid. No sweat. You know, he might just want to talk. Hey, you know, you might just buy a little 6-pack. Y'all sit back, chop it up. You know, have a little hot wings or whatever. Sometimes that's all it just might take. You just might want to just sit back and chill with you. You know, but we don't do that, and we got to do that because you look at it. We're in the fourth quarter. You see how Iran bombed Israel. We're gonna need each other. We got to come together, like in Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourselves together. Yeah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. That's us. We ain't desired. We're not loved. We gotta love each other. You gotta love your brother, your neighbor. Because being in the fourth quarter, when Christ returns, hey, look, ain't gonna be no overtime. You know, hey, look at it as a 4-game sweep. And ain't gonna be no overtime whatsoever. Not in this game. Not when Christ returns, not with a big black man named Christ. When he cracked that sky and he come back down with them angels, ooh, it's a wrap. You know, everybody gathering their forces, man. They just picking and choosing sides. Who's gonna fight with who? And who you gonna fight with? Israel, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indians, because that's who your neighbor is. Love thy neighbor like you love thyself. Go ahead.
Now, if I could, Salaki, real quick. That's crazy. That's crazy you bring that up about Iran and Israel and all that, them over there fighting, man. Israel, you know what I'm saying? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native people, man, we have nothing to do with that, man. Let them people kill each other, unalive each other off. You know what I'm saying? We have nothing to do with that, man. Because nobody cared. Nobody cared about our plight when we was going through it in slavery. You know what I'm saying? When we were getting hung from trees, when our kids were getting fed to alligators, you know what I'm saying, and all that going on. Nobody gave a damn about us. Nobody came and said, "Hey, well, what about those black people over there that's being mistreated?" Nobody cared.
Exactly.
Nobody cares about our mistreatment, man. Nobody cares. And for you stupid black people running around here trying to have some sympathy for some people that do not give a damn about you, you are stupid. It don't make no sense, man. It just don't make no sense.
Right.
Love your neighbor. Not your neighbor ain't all the way over there in them other nations, man. Your neighbor is right here, man. Your neighbor is your people right here, like the brother bringing out, man. These are your man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native people. We gotta stick together. We gotta come together like Zephaniah 2:1 say, man. All that other stuff, man. Let them have it, man. Let them blow each other up with whatever bombs they got or whatever they got. Let them do their thing, man. Let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Exactly. Hey, for real. You know, that's a good point. You know, it's heavy that you should bring that up because, right, it don't. You're right. It don't got nothing to do with us. Because whatever they do, hey, look, oppressor on oppressor crime, let it happen. Heathen on heathen crime, let it happen. If the Chinese decide that they want to bomb the Ukrainians want to help Russia bomb Ukraine, let them do it. If the Philippines, if they want to go attack Italy, let them do it. Just like you got Ukraine attacking, Russia attacking Ukraine. Hey, look, oppressor on oppressor crime, let it happen. Stay out of it. Because if it was us, if it was vice versa, they ain't trying to lend no hand. They ain't going to come to save your black. They ain't going to try to come to save you, black man, Hispanic, and Native American, Indian man. You see our living conditions as it is. Who's trying to help you get up out of them conditions? Nobody. None of these other races trying to help you get up out of your condition. If it was up to them, we would stay in these conditions. But the water, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Rakatah, to the generals, to the Most High, to Christ, for the I.S.U.P.K.
That's right.
Because
Right.
that's the only one saving us.
Right.
You know, and this Passover, you know, that Passover, hey, this is part of us getting up out of here. You got to remember, Passover, he unalived, he utterly destroyed our enemies to free us. That's what the Passover is about. And no, you're not African because that was the Africans, the Egyptians, all of them, who the Most High unalived, who he utterly destroyed for us. When he unalived the firstborn of each child, you know what? It was even what the animals, the insects.
He unalive the firstborn of everything. The cockroach. If a cockroach had a firstborn, he unalive that one too. Everything got unalive. Firstborn of everything got unalive, man. The Most High is hey man. The
Right.
Most High, he with it. He with that. You know what I'm saying? He unalive everything.
You know. So hey, he did it. And look, he did it for us.
Right.
You don't think he'll do it again? You don't think he won't do it again for us?
Right.
You know, you got these simple Negroes running around still trying to convince you that you African and what's his name? Umar Johnson with that Pan-Africanism bull crap. Come on, man. You got Oprah and all these other cats running around, him and Oprah talking about building schools over in Africa. Our people ain't over there. What about your people right here? Suffering. I mean, Oprah, you from Chicago. Didn't you come up out the gutter yourself? So you mean to tell me all them brothers and sisters in Chicago don't matter to you? Living in the projects? They ain't nothing to you, huh? They don't mean nothing. Because all these charities that you Negroes running around talking about that you got, we need to support them. Where they at? All I see is a bunch of Edomites with you standing by your side. Go ahead.
It's like I don't want, if I may, a real heavy point that you just brought out, you know, about with Oprah, because it goes over to what you know you just been saying as far as knowing who your neighbor is, because you know Oprah went and built all those girls' schools in Africa.
Right.
So she put money out there and doing stuff, but like you said, people right there in the Chicago projects, you know, what she have going on out there versus over there in Africa building, you know, schools for them. So just another case of, like you said, not even knowing your neighbor.
Right. And you know what? Seeing that they're not your neighbors, they ain't sitting there. One ship, one ambassador to come over here and say, hey, you know, we want our people back.
Right.
You know, and now their African came and said, hey, you know, these so-called African Americans, hey, they are people. We want them back.
Right.
They ain't coming over here to try to help you fight. They ain't gonna do that for you. You got any rich African over there? You think they coming over here to say, hey, I'm gonna go build a school in the ghetto for the black people over there?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. We gotta do better than that. Hey, now, man, Paul, go ahead and finish that and read some more on that.
Khan. Oh, Salakia. Salakia. Khan. You want me to start it from the top or just finish off the whole thing?
Kyle, you can start from the top.
Khan. Book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Go ahead.
Khan. There is none other commandment greater than these.
Right. You know, because that love and loving your neighbor, loving your people, that'll make you a strong nation.
Right.
That will make you unconquerable. That ensures that you always got resources, that you won't be hurting, wanting for anything. You need, you know, you got a whole nation behind you that make sure that you straight. Ain't no other love, ain't nothing greater than the loving your people. That's the only way that Esau is still on top of us.
Right.
You know, that's the same way all these other nations are eating off of us. You know, they living off of our backs. And I'm gonna say it again. Anytime somebody tells you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, we are your bootstraps. You don't have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps because we're your bootstraps. And that's why I hate when our people go along with that. Oh man, we gotta do for ourselves. Yeah, we gotta do for ourselves. But you know, when they say that, they always want to include other races. That's why I hate when they say that. You know, we act like we can't make it unless we got other races involved with what's going on with our situation. I mean, look at I.S.U.P.K. We ain't got nobody in here but our own people, the 12 tribes of Israel. And we making it. We surviving. We don't need these other races. When you gonna see that? Wake up and see the big picture. We're proving that to you right now.
Right.
That we don't need no other race. We don't need no Chinese, no Africans, no Italians. We don't need none of that. All we need is them 12 tribes, the Black, Hispanic, Native American Indian. That's your neighbor. And literally, if you look at it, then we definitely neighbors because we are right here in the United States. You go out to California, New York, who else? New Jersey. You got blacks and you got Black, Hispanic, and Puerto Ricans, all them Mexicans, all in the area, living amongst each other. You know? And hey, look, this is why the ISUPK is needed.
So like if I could.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so Lucky, that's why that's why that scripture Zephaniah 2:1 is so heavy, man. Because it tells us to gather ourselves together. And he had to double back. He had to double back down and say it again to gather ourselves together. Oh, nation not desired, man. Like if you're a black person, you know what I'm saying. You know you're not desired. You're not desired in America at all.
Right.
You're not desired. They say what Trump say, make America great again. He wants to take you back to slavery. He wants to put you back in slavery. Man. You are a nation not desired, man. Our Hispanic brothers, man, they don't even want you across the border, but they open up the border for these Chinese folks and all these other folks getting across the border and ain't doing nothing. When they come over here to this land, what was it, the Chinese and the Iranians or whatever, man, they giving them vouchers and stuff for giving them places to live, man, but you are still not desired. Not desired, man. It's crazy. My native people, man, they took this land from you and they ain't trying to even give it back. They want to put you in a little corner in the earth. You are not desired, man. Exactly. But when we come together, like the scriptures say that we need to, hey man, the Lord gonna be with us, man. We're gonna do our thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's a very, very heavy scripture. You know what I'm saying? Gather yourselves together, man. We gotta do that. We can't be worried about everybody else. Who gives a damn about them? The Lord don't even give a damn about them. Exactly. The Lord does not give a damn about them, man. So we got to come together, man. And we finally do that as brothers, like you said. I know this is the brotherhood class. If we come together as like brothers, like we supposed to, man, we'll get this thing rocking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Exactly. And you know what? And that is a heavy scripture. And that is so true. You know, we are not desired. They do not care about us. And like you said, if it was up to them, we would never been out of slavery. We would still be back in slavery to this day. Right. You know? And as far as letting all them other cats in, it's like they're the criminals of their people, of their country. You know, there ain't nobody looking at that. The crimes that they let them in here and providing them all them Airbnbs and all that, food stamps, all that. Yeah, man, y'all just taking care of your people. But us, we gotta go through some red tape just to get help. You know? But we the criminals, but y'all letting more criminals in here. And not only that, it's like the land that y'all put the Native American Indian brothers on, y'all try to take that back and build. Y'all try to take that back and build a pipeline. What was that, Standing Rock? They tried to take that land back. They wanted to build a pipeline through there. Like, are you serious? But that's the evilness and the wickedness of them people, man. And the Posh, any comments online? All right, Khan, no sweat. Right, like that's crazy. Hey, y'all man Paul, go ahead and finish that out for me.
Khan. This would be verse 32.
Khan.
Khan. And the scribe said unto him, well, master.
Oh, stop right there. That's good. That's good. Give me give me some glasses. Give me Luke 6:31.
Well, Salaki, sir, if I may, I have a question dropping down a couple of verses.
Go ahead.
Salaki, it was going down to Khan. So dropping down to verse 34, and it says, and when Yahushua saw that he answered discreetly, he said, Salaki, when Yahushua saw that he answered discreetly, he said unto him, thou art not far from the kingdom of God. And no man after the durst ask him any questions. So my question on that, because we going up, it just talked about how and Salaki, sir. I'm Salaki, sir. I yield. I have to jump out. I'm still slaving. I have to jump out 1 second, sir. Salaki.
All right, Khan, no sweat. But Khan, yeah, it's like Esau, just like all his treaties, he'll give you something just to take it back. Is that love? He has a temper. He got it from his ancestor Esau. What did Esau do? Esau sold his birthright. And then he had a temper tantrum like a child, wanting it back. That's the same way Esau do today. That's the same way he did with all the treaties that he made. He'll make a treaty with you, have a temper tantrum, and want to take it back, and get mad and go slaughter you if he can't get it back from you. He'll force his way to take it back. But that's in his nature. That's who he is. He got a bloodlust. He don't mind spilling blood. And that's why, since he has no mercy upon you, you got to come together. You got to love your brother. And you sisters too. You sisters, man. Because that video that's out, where that cat was asking, would you rather have a man that's secure and good with a good job and all that, just have a child with him and just take the child support? Or would you have a man that's broke and, be in the child's life and watch his child? That's real wicked. That's real unsisterly to say that you'd rather take the money, the child support, that he can go on. But we're the deadbeat dads. See, this is the type of monsters that we got to deal with. This is what we got to fight against. But
Lock if I could.
Go ahead.
Hey, I love jumping on the oppressor head. I love jumping on the oppressor head, man. The oppressor, hey, look, the oppressor, man, he is the most murderous person in the world, man. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's stolen everything he put his hands on. He murders everything he puts his hands on. He's a pedophile. He loves the grape women. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. He loves to do all of that. And then in turn, he wrote his own history. To make him come out to look like the shining man in armor. He wrote his own damn history. You can't trust him. He's a liar, man. That's all he does. He loves to lie. He loves to lie about everything. So why do we think that he will ever care about black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, man? He will never care about us, man. Never, ever. Like you said, he broke all the treaties. It was like 290 some treaties, and he broke them all.
Exactly.
He broke them all and destroyed our people. So why do you think now that he will even do anything to help us? He'll never do anything to help us, man. That's why we have to come together, man. We have to come together as a nation. You know what I'm saying? Not as a people, as a nation. We have to come together and build this thing back up, man, till Christ come back. You know what I'm saying? Then when Christ come back, we get to get it on. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait for that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
That's right.
You good? But yeah. Because look, you look at all these big companies when they be making mergers and all that, they try to get over on their own people. They make contracts with their own people and try to break them and try to find ways to get around and get over on them. So what makes you think he gonna love you and he gotta look out for you? He want what you got, and that's everything. He don't want you to have nothing. As long as he can take it, he will. As long as he know that he can take it, he will. You know, he got into our women's heads that, hey, look, you know, you better than the man. You better than your man. You know, he got y'all sisters, boy. Ooh wee. Y'all got it real bad. A lot of you do. You know, he got y'all. Hey, look, he got y'all mind. He told y'all, hey, look, Section 8, we'll do this for you. You know, we can take care of you. That man can't be in there. You know, hey, look, if your man ain't doing right, put him on child support. We got you. But guess what? Now dealing with that child support, you ain't getting all the money that you think you're getting. Out of $300, you might get what, like $150, if that, maybe $100. But hey, look, they got all types of ways and trickeries to get over. You know, that's why you gotta love each other, man. We gotta cut that out, man. All that destroying each other. Salaki, anyone on a conference call? Nope. What I say, Luke 6:31. Bear with me for 1 second.
Salaki, sir.
Oh, go ahead.
Just letting you know I was back and I could be available if you need me, sir.
All right, Khan. Give me Luke 6:31.
Colonel Khan.
Oh, hey, what was that? In Mark 12. That was Mark. We was in Mark 12.
Colonel Khan. Mark 12 and verse 34.
Right.
Sir. Yeah. So my question on that, Alwan, was Christ saying when he mentioned you're closer to the kingdom, saying that by you having these two commandments nailed down and knowing that these are the most important ones, that brings you closer to the kingdom?
So that he answered discreetly. He said unto him, thou art not far from the kingdom of God. Let me get back with you on that,
Colonel Khan.
All right. Hey, don't let me forget either.
Sir, I won't.
All right, Khan.
And I have Luke at 6:31 for y'all, Alwan.
All right. Go ahead.
Colonel Khan, this is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31. And as ye would that men should to do you, do ye also to them likewise.
Right. You know, A man, if your brother is treating you like a brother, and he's treating you, treat him the same way. Give him that same respect, that same love back. You know, don't try to get over on him. Don't try to take his kindness for weakness. In other words, because a lot of us tend to do that. A lot of us tend to think that we getting over, you know, because hey, he let me get a few dollars, and just because you didn't pay him, and you may not have paid that man back. That man may not have paid you back, but that don't mean you getting over. He probably already know how you are. He probably just trying to see what you gonna do. He probably testing you. You don't even know it, because you think in your mind that you getting over. But don't do your brother like that. Don't borrow money from your brother, and you tell that brother that borrowed the money, hey, look, I do dollar for dollar. If I borrow, you borrow 10, I want 20 back. Do it to these other cats, these other races out here that hate you. Get over on them like that. Don't get over on your brother. Do to your brother as your brother would do to you. If your brother treating you good, he inviting you into his house, you eating and drinking, and he looking out for you and stuff. Do the same thing. Show them the same hospitality. Be a good what do you call that? Be a good guest. As your brother is a good host, be just as a good of a guest. Don't come in and just disrespecting that man.
It's like it, sir.
Go ahead.
I have the precept for the usury, sir, if you want it.
Go ahead.
Khan, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 23, and verse 19. Thou shalt not lend upon usury to thy brother. Usury of money, usury of victuals, usury of anything that is lent upon usury.
Right. And that's what usury is. Don't, if you loan your brother or, you look out for him, hey, look, don't put double upon him or having him owing him back or owing you back. Don't put that on him. Hey, look, if your brother borrowed $20, let him pay you that same 20 back.
Right.
Don't let him borrow. Oh, you got, I need interest on that. How you gonna charge your brother interest?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
That's real heavy, and it just tells you how this is the truth, because that's the whole thing. If the brother comes to you and he's in the need of having to borrow, that lets you know then that he's on somewhat of a hardship. So you're going to ask for more back when he's trying to just do some borrowing and to come up and to flourish.
All right.
It's just to live.
Right. And right, and that leads to putting more burden upon that brother. You add on to his problems.
Right.
Don't put that on that brother's back. That's your brother. This is how you're supposed to treat your brother. Treat him as you treat yourself. Love him as you love yourself.
Right.
That's your neighbor. Love your brother. Love your neighbor. Get me Genesis 4:9.
Khan.
Because I'm right, because this is something we got to remember. Let me know when you got it.
Khan, I have it, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Khan, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother?
Stop right there.
Khan.
The Lord, yeah, he asked Cain, where is Abel your brother? And what did Cain say?
Colonel Khan. And he said, I know not. Am I
Read.
my brother?
Go ahead.
Colonel Khan. Am I my brother's keeper?
Right. I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? You know, he's saying that in a mocking way.
Right.
Yes, you are your brother's keeper. Yes, you are supposed to look out for your brother and make sure your brother is straight. That's your brother. Why should you not look out for your brother? Why should you not make sure that your brother's straight, that he's not into no trouble? And if he's in trouble, anything that I can do to help you.
Right.
You know, you got your brothers out here, you know, homeless, hungry. You know, if you got to give it to them. I had a cat on my slavery. You talking about some, oh man, you know, dude asked me for my sub sandwich. Like, man, I ain't going back to get another one. And we're, man, and headed home, man. There ain't another sub spot where I live at and all this and that. Like, so what? It's only food. Get something else. Get something else to eat. Like, y'all really, like, y'all worried about how they got out of the train? Like, man, dude come begging me for my money. And like, so? He shouldn't even have to beg. You should just give it to him. Because these other cats out here, man, these other races, they don't care. They'll let you starve. This is, you know how wicked these other races are, especially your oppressor, especially the caveman. Y'all remember that brother that got choked out by that Edomite on the train? Talking about he was bothering people and all that, and got away with it. Now and then and then it looked like you had other brothers helping to hold them down. You know how wicked that is? That's your brother. How you got the nerve to help another race hold your brother down? If you ask me, all of them should have got charged.
Right.
Because the way I see it, you a traitor to your people. To help the oppressor hold your brother down, and that brother winds up being unalive. Come on, man. If anything, you should have been jumping that oppressor. Say, man, get up off my brother. This is my neighbor right here.
Right.
This man ain't doing no harm to you. This man got problems. Just like we all got problems. Slucky, anyone on a conference call? All right, no sweat. You know? You got these cats out here, man, that's really, really suffering. Our brothers and sisters out here suffering. Suffering bad. Any comments on YouTube or anything? All right, no sweat. Read that again for me, young man Paul.
Colonel Khan. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4 and verse 9. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Right. Am I my brother's keeper? That's how you're not supposed to treat your brother. That's how you're not supposed to answer. And if you look at it, just like what's that movie that really hyped that saying up? Am I my brother's keeper? New Jack City.
Colonel Khan.
The water. Right. Remember when him and when Nino and his brother was on the roof?
Colonel Khan.
You know, and Nino was getting out, and he was like, and his brother was like, am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? And they hugged, and they crying. You know, next thing you know, Nino stabbing him and pushing him off the roof. I'm like, yes, I am. That just goes to show you, even in here, because we all know that Cain unalived his brother.
Right.
And that goes to show you that's a wicked saying.
Right.
This is a good reminder of how you should not treat your brother. To unalive him and then arrogantly say, am I my brother's keeper? When you are your brother's keeper. And once again, we got. Black
Right.
and Native American Indians, we're all we got. Give me back to Luke 6:31. Let me know when you got it.
Con.
You know, that's not how we're supposed to treat our brothers, though. Seriously. You know, don't mockingly ask, my brother's keeper. And we got to stop that. That ain't my problem. I ain't got nothing to do with that. Yes, you do, because that's your people.
Slack, I have it, sir.
Go ahead, read it.
Con, this is the book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
Right. Do to them also likewise. Don't do like Cain. Don't do like Cain did Abel. Your brother treating you well and he looking out for you, treat him the same way. Do that for him. That's your brother. When you look at the man in the mirror, you looking at your brother. The sisters, when you looking at in the mirror, fixing your hair up and all that, you looking at your sister. Because that goes for you sisters too. Because I hear a lot of you sisters talk about, I don't like hanging around other women. Like you hate your sister that much. Like you can't stand to be around your own women, your own slacky, your own sister. Wow. Like that's real janky. I seen a brother on the bus. He got mad because another brother came and sat down next to him. Talking about, man, I got hands. You better ask somebody around here about me. I hope you're getting off at the next stop with me. You ready to destroy your own brother just for sitting next to you. You ready to fight this man and beat him down, talking about we couldn't have sat nowhere else. The bus was filled. There was hardly any seats. That was one of the few seats left. And you got to get mad because your brother sat next to you. But you won't get mad if an African come on the bus and sit next to you because you think you're African. And then whatever that little funky African says, you think it's so funny. Nah, it ain't funny. What's going to be funny is in the kingdom, because I got a trick for you Africans. You Africans, y'all think y'all going to walk around funky like that all day. Oh, no, 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 no. At the end of your slavery day, I'm going to make sure you get cleaned every day. I'm gonna have who? I'm gonna have the Hawaiians. So no, since you sold us at the Esau, I'm gonna have Esau. Every time when you get done with when your slave day is over with, at the end of the day, I'm gonna have them spray you down and have soap and have scrub brushes with soap and scrub you down and hit you with talcum powder every day to make you get clean. You ain't gonna be walking around funny. You ain't. I know you're gonna hate that. I'm gonna make sure you scrub down and clean. The same people that you sold us into slavery to, that same people, man, I'm gonna make sure they make you clean. You ain't gonna have no choice but to be clean. But yeah, not to get off track, but yeah, it's like, come on. That's you gotta stop getting mad at your brother for every little incident. Your brother bumped you and he apologized, accept that apology. It's not that serious for you to want to fight your brother. It ain't that serious for you to want to go and have a shootout with your brother. And you'd be better off, hey, look, just say, my bad, and walk away. And it'd be in your best interest just to say, all right, no problem, brother, and walk away. How hard is that? Young man Paul,
Khan.
get me Matthew 5:22.
Khan.
But that's your brother though. And stop saying, and stop going against your Hispanic brothers too. That's another thing. Y'all always talk about how fine and how bad their women are. The I.S.U.P.K and the Ephraimites and the Asherites. Stop saying how bad the Cuban and the, and Native American and the Gadite women are. The so-called American Indian women. Stop saying how bad they are, but you don't like the brother. You don't like the men.
Right.
But you want to get with the women. How much sense does that make?
Right.
You ain't no better than the rest of these heathens out here. You just looking for a good time, hit it and quit it. And just dump and just leave that woman. Like, no, you can't do that. That's not allowed. That's not brotherly.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
And if I may, it's that that ignorance of not knowing how to live righteously. Because if you want a woman, you would understand that you have to go to her father, in order to get that woman.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you spending time, not liking these brothers, but yet that's who you have to go to if that's the type of rib you want. Salakia, sir.
And the thing about that is, they ain't gonna go for that. You thinking that you just gonna come in, you gonna lay up and have sex with that girl and just leave her. Like,
right.
They don't play that, and they're not supposed to play that.
Right.
Just like you ain't supposed to play that. You ain't gonna wonder why doing that to your daughter. And yeah, like, bruh, that's very disrespectful to that man. How do you think that man feels as a father, as a brother, as an uncle? That you came into their lives, you got with their daughter, their niece, their cousin, all that. You having sex with this girl, and next thing you know, you just up and just disappeared and just leave her and go on to the next one. This woman, you got this woman thinking that y'all gonna be together. Especially if you get her pregnant. And then you want to claim it ain't yours. You gotta have more brotherhood than that. Like, hey, look, you forgetting that you ain't getting away with it. You forgetting. You ain't even thinking about what God gonna do. You don't think you gonna get punished? You don't think how he sees you disrespect that family? Because whether you know it or not, that's very disrespectful. And that's not what God intended for you to be doing.
Right.
Not like that. He ain't intend for you to go sleep with this woman and then up and just leave her. That ain't what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to stay with that woman and stick to that woman. And like you said, young man, you're supposed to go to that father first anyway. You got that for me?
Khan.
Go ahead, read.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother
Stop
without...
right there. But I say to you, whosoever is angry with his brother. Who's the whosoever?
Salaki is Israel.
Right. Exactly. Give that brother a hand. The whosoever in this context is Israel, your brother, the 12 tribes. You know, that's who you're, that's the whosoever. That's your brother. You know, that's your sister. You know? And don't be angry on just to be angry with them.
Right.
You know? The whosoever. Go ahead, read.
Khan. That whosoever is angry with his brother without cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right. Without cause. I mean, you just angry with them just to be angry with them. You just want to start something just to be starting something with no cause. Just because you want to be ignorant and arrogant. Just because you think that you can get over or bully this person, this brother.
Right.
Or you think that he did something to disrespect you when you ain't even try to find out what's really going on. You didn't even go to this brother, to him and he alone. You even talk to the brother. You just gotta get all emotional like a woman and get after this brother for no reason. And then you don't even know if it's just a misunderstanding. If he did do something, he probably didn't didn't even know. But since you acting like a punk ass coward and would rather fight him, try to find out instead of just manning up and being a man about it, like, hey, bro, such. Let me holler at you right quick. Okay, what's up? Oh, yeah, man, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. Hey, look. Oh, okay, no sweat. You never know. You might want a best friend for life. And according to the scriptures, but you'd rather just be angry, just to be angry at this brother. And then you angry at him for no reason because somebody else might be angry at that man. I'm not going to be mad at this man, go against this man, be angry with this man for nothing just because you are.
Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because that sounds a lot like, just that whole gang thing. Because, you jump into a gang and, you don't like the other side just because they're in the other side of the gang. So you ain't even got no reason why you don't like the other brother.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Because you getting it right. Because you getting in the gang and don't even know what the gang is about.
Khan.
How it got started, how they came to be. And that's what a lot of these brothers getting into these gangs, that they don't even know. They just getting in, like you said, just getting into it just because everybody else is. That's just like when Tupac and Biggie, it was about them two. But you had the West Coast and the East Coast getting at each other's throat for what? Y'all don't even know what y'all was mad at each other for.
Right.
You jumping into something that you just angry with your brother for no apparent reason, for no cause. Just because these two don't like each other. What that got to do with you? Oh, I don't like West. All of a sudden, you hear West Coast brothers talking about, oh, I hate them East Coast Negroes, capital N's.
Right.
For what? You hate them because what? Because Pac don't like Biggie. You from the East Coast. You from New York. What? You don't like the West Coast brothers? Why? Because Biggie don't like them. Because Biggie don't like Pac. You see how much sense that don't make? That don't make no sense whatsoever. Like, where's your thinking at? Like, even before, I'm so glad I never got into that. I don't like the West Coast. I don't like you because you from the West Coast. I don't like you because you're from the East Coast. What's it gonna be next? The North Coast ain't gonna like the South Coast because the North Coast rapper don't like a South Coast rapper. And in the end, what happened? Both of them got unalive in the end. So now where does that leave you? For those of you that was all up into that, you got to feel like real. If you don't feel ridiculous right about now about that, come on, man. Young man, Paul, read that again for me from the top.
Khan, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 5, and verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
Right. Without a cause, you shall be in danger of the judgment. What's the judgment? Judgment is punishment.
Khan.
You know, because say you got a misunderstanding, you didn't want to even listen to your brother, and you go and you fight your brother. You know, you might wind up unaliving that brother for no apparent reason. That's why a lot of people, when they get to drinking, they don't need to drink. You stay at home and drink. Because you got a lot of cats that can't handle their drinking. They can't handle their liquor. Next thing you know, they getting into it with somebody for no apparent reason. All because you got drunk, can't handle your drinking, and now you just want to start, you just want to fight. For no apparent reason. Just because you say you like to fight. Like you got brothers out here, they'll say they'll ride around with their pistol by their side and go in the neighborhood just to start, so just to have an excuse to shoot somebody. Like, do you know how ignorant that sounds? You want to go into the neighborhood of your neighbor, your brother, and hoping somebody starts something just so you can have an excuse to shoot your gun. And then you wonder why we so destroyed. And the first thing a Negro will say, what's the first thing we say? If it's an oppressor that unalives one of our people, what's the first thing we say? I'll put it like that.
Oh, Salaki, sir.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's when they're ready to march.
Right, exactly. But you were just talking about riding around in the neighborhood just to start something, just so you can have an excuse to shoot your gun or to shoot somebody. But at the same time, when an oppressor unalives one of us, what else do we say? Think about it. It's real simple. Real easy. What do we always say? Well, we do it to each other.
Oh, Con.
Capital M's kill capital N's.
Con.
But how you gonna get mad when this because that dude, this because the caveman unalived one of us? We can't get mad about that. It's an act of war. Your brother you can forgive. If it's by accident, if he didn't mean it, you can forgive your brother. But when someone of another race unalives your brother, that's an act of war. And you know what a real good example would be of brotherhood is when these Asian women be jumping our sisters, and instead of standing around like a bunch of cowards and over emotional sissy acting boys, you want to record it and get all happy and world star. Why don't you help that sister? A sister that's working in a fast food joint and a caveman or some one of them other slanty eyes starts to grab her, help that sister.
Right.
Help your brother. That's what I'm glad. That's what I'm glad that I'm starting to see. Is that brothers is helping each other. You starting to see more videos where brothers helping each other. You got what was that? It was this one video where they was at the pool. I'm sure you've seen it. Where it was like seven Edomites, and that one brother was just handling them.
Con.
Right. Because the little Edomite dog, she was standing there. Oh my God, it's 7 of them. But by the time he finally did get help, man, he already did all of them in. One cat went down about 3 times. One of them oppressors went down about 3 times.
Con.
But yeah, hey, but unfortunately, it wasn't more brothers there that could have went and helped the brother.
Right.
But yeah, hey, love your brother. In situations like that, yeah, come to your brother's aid, come to your sister's aid.
Right.
You sisters start being more sisterly to your sisters. And you older ones, you got to do better than what you do too. Because it don't make no sense that y'all what you call it? Hold on, where is it at? Because y'all supposed to teach. Y'all supposed to be teaching these young ones. Hey, give young man Paul.
Con.
Give me Titus 2 and 3.
Con.
Because you sisters, look, y'all sisters is in this too. Y'all Black, Hispanic, and American Indian women, y'all in this too. Love your neighbor too. Hey, look, them sisters, them Hispanic and American Indian women, that's your sisters too. That's your neighbors too.
Right.
The so-called black woman, that's your neighbor. And instead of making these videos where you twerking and dancing half naked, sticking your tongue out and all that, hey, that is not no turn on. You're at a so-called kids party with mascots, cartoon characters, or whatever they was. You grinding all up on them, and the one little boy that had this good enough sense to try to stop it, you get mad at him, keep trying to push him away. And I know a lot of you older women, a lot of y'all need to quit doing what you doing too, because a lot of you try to wear tight clothes because you still got a little body, you know, you aged, but you still got, just because you still got a little body and a pretty face, you ain't no better, because you get out there, you do the same thing. Try to show your little funky butts. I'm thinking that's cool and sexy. Like, yeah, okay, you are age one, but guess what? You got these little young girls looking at you. You know, you got granddaughters, great granddaughters, daughters. Come on, man. You got that for me?
Khan.
Go ahead, read that.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2, and verse 3. The aged woman, likewise.
Stop right there. The aged woman. Likewise, the aged woman. You older women. You women that's in your 50s, 60s, your 40s, mid-late 40s. You know, you older women. Instead of trying to be like these little young girls. Come on, I still got it. You know, you got your son on the you got your son feeling on your booty with them tight clothes on.
Right.
And you want to turn around and you want to start twerking, jumping up and down and all that. This is for you. Go ahead, read that again.
Khan. Book of Titus, chapter 2, and verse 3. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not
Right.
false accusers. Oh, Salaki, sir. I have to jump out.
No. Khan. Right. You know, likewise, that's how you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be modest, holy, separate from this world. You know, dress modestly. You know, have a good mind, be sober, all that. But no, you want to be out here showing your little funky butt too. You know, instead of teaching these little young girls how to be respectable women, you want to be out here just as raggedy and ratchet as them. Yeah, so what? You still got a little body on you and you still got a little pretty face. But that don't mean jack. It don't mean nothing. If that's all you got to show, if that's all you got to show these little young girls, that's why, you know, these little young girls, they growing up, they got a little funky attitudes. You know, they got a little funky attitudes. They don't know how to cook. A lot of them don't know how to cook, clean, nothing. Don't want to clean. They expect the man to take care of them. You ain't teaching them nothing about being a virtuous woman. You know, that's weak. That's very unsisterly of you. That's not loving thy neighbor. Because there was a time you sisters dressed very nice. You was beautiful. Man, the clothes y'all used to wear was very beautiful. How you kept your hair up, go to work, come home, make sure the house was straight, the kids were straight, fed, you know, homework done, boom, in the bed. You know, husband come home, you know, you and your husband can have your own little grown-up time. You know, he eat. You know, y'all do your own thing while the kids in the room, while the kids in the bed sleep. But y'all women today, boy, all you care about is what this man can do for you. He gonna take care of you. You know, you doing all types of wickedness, but you want to be treated like a queen. You gotta be treated how you act. And while you running around matter of fact, you know, you running around calling yourself a queen. Don't you know? Look at the history of all these queens. A lot of these queens from back then up till now, a lot of them queens was nothing but a bunch of floozies. That's some straight floozies. because y'all looking running around talking about Queen of Sheba or Cleopatra. Cleopatra was a damn floozy. In real history, Cleopatra was a floozy, like straight up for real.
Right.
And she wasn't even fine like that. She was actually a short, fat, ugly cave woman. Who else? Jezebel. She was a floozy. Who else? What's that? That queen in Russia at one time. A floozy. But according to people, according to you, a queen is she's supposed to be conduct herself in a royal way or something like that. You know, she's supposed to be royalty and conduct herself like in good fashion. If you a so-called queen in accordance to what a queen is supposed to be, that ain't you. You want to call yourselves queens, but look how you act.
Right.
You don't dress modestly. You're loud. You don't care about what you put your kids through. Dressing half naked, then you want to twerk on some cartoon characters. I mean, come on, man. But the aged woman, you age, but you older women, yeah. A lot of you need to reevaluate yourselves. Hey, read that again for me.
Khan. The aged woman, likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
Right. You know, you aged. You supposed to be mature. You know, you supposed to conduct yourself like a lady. Have some class about yourself. Dress modestly. You know, be in holiness. And we all know what holiness is, right? Separate.
Khan.
Separate from everybody else. And be different. Dress modestly. Walk and talk as a woman's supposed to. You know, be feminine. Like a lot of these other women that's out there. That's how you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to conduct yourself. You want that?
Khan.
Read.
Khan. Not false accusers. Not
Right.
get.
Go ahead.
Khan. Not given to much wine and teachers of good things.
Right, exactly. Not being alcoholics, drunken, you know, teachers of good things. You know, teach these young girls how to conduct themselves, how to walk, talk, how to act. You know, and you know what? It's so heavy that it says, uh, not to be in a bear of false things, false witnesses, and all that, because that's what a lot of you women do.
Khan.
You know, a lot of you women, you women, you sisters, you so unsisterly. You'll call the cops on a brother, and instead of going to get counseling, you know, you'd rather call cops and say that man hit you. That man ain't even touched you. You'll say that man did something he ain't even did. Wasn't nowhere near around the place. Nowhere near around you.
Salakia, sir. Oh, Salakia, the volume went out a little bit. Can you hear me, sir?
Khan.
Khan, sir, if I may, that just lets you know as well, because you know the oppressor's female, That's what they, are known for throughout history is, doing those false accusations, saying, this black man did this to me, this black man did that to me, and then in return they go down and hang, everyone that they can find in sight. Like,
Right, exactly. No, very good point. That is so true. And that's a lot of you sisters will do that. Because they'll teach these little young girls, that they can get away with anything. Let them know, hey, you a girl. All you gotta do is just say he hit you. Or like you said, young man Paul. Hey, is this the mighty Azariala? Yahweh Y'all Shai Brakatah.
Hey, I just want to add in, if I could, real quick, about Cleopatra or whatnot. You know what I mean? This heathen is such a damn bastard, such a monster. She was a product of incest, right?
Oh wow.
Not only that, I know, right? Not only that, this damn heathen married two of her brothers, her blood brothers. You know what I mean? Oh, and it just goes on. There's so much disgusting thing that these people do. You know what I mean? And that's the the heroes, the gods for this so-called oppressor. This Caucasian done worship Egypt, Babylon, and all that, and we so destroyed that we follow him. You know what I mean? And that's why we're such in a bad position right now. And we try to, get together and house of conscience and everything. We try to be conscious, but we can't be conscious without the Most High. And we think the Most High for U.P.K. because that's how we know the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. So lock it.
That's right. Damn right. A straight devil. Because he'll teach our women to lie. He will also teach our women to lie. Look how he has destroyed our women and taught them to come up against us. Because hey, look, y'all got to be more sisterly. Hey, young man Paul, read that again for me.
it's like it from the top, sir.
Khan.
Khan, this is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things.
Right. Teachers of good things. Y'all should be teaching and supposed to be teaching these young girls how to be good wives, how to be women, how to be modest women. How to take care of your household. When you do have a husband, when you do get a husband, she should be knowing all that. She should know how to cook, clean, sew. She should be able to go out, work, come home, make sure her kids is taken care of. Not dressing half naked, not wanting to go out being drunk and bringing any Tom, Dick, and Harry home to have sex with.
Right.
Bringing all types of men home to your kids. Next thing you know, this man molested Salakia. This man messing with your child. All because you want to go out and be a floozy. An alcoholic floozy. And ain't no telling what type of drugs you got involved with it. That's how the aged woman is supposed to be. Not out here half naked, wanting to twerk. Teaching your daughters and your granddaughters how to be monsters. How to lie and accuse their husbands of doing something they ain't did. You got sisters out here that falsely accuse their husbands of messing with their children. You got women out here that accuse a man of assaulting them. You got women out here that accuse a man of being a bad daddy. I'm not even what you call it. I'm not. You'll run the child support. Say this man ain't take care of his child. But you want to be considered a queen. You want to be called a queen. You want to be called a princess. You want to make out that you just so old. No accountability. Like you just don't do nothing wrong. You know what? Everything. When you do the opposite of this Bible and you disobey your man, you disobey the Most High, you will disobey Christ. That's unsisterly. You got to love your neighbor.
Right.
Your brother is your neighbor. That sister that you don't like to hang around, that's your neighbor. Young man Paul.
Khan.
Any more on that?
It's like that's it for that verse. It goes on to verse 4.
Khan. All right, Thawada. Hey, go ahead and read verse 4.
Khan, this is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Right. All that. To be sober, love their husbands, their children, and how they love how they love their children and their husband.
Salakia. By following the law, statutes, and commandments, and by raising their children to do so the same.
Brother hand. That's right. Oh. Not going to lead you wrong. Children, make sure that they raised right. Statute commandments. Obey husband because your husband he's gonna go, but he's gonna go by the Bible, and
Right.
he's gonna lead you, with the Bible through the Bible. So thus forth, when he ain't around, you know how to handle your children.
Right.
You got to do right by your children. You got to make sure the household is straight. When he comes home and he takes over, hey, look, he shouldn't. He ain't got nothing to worry about because he knows that he could take. He knows that you took care of the house. So when he comes home, you make it easier on him.
Right.
And you can raise your daughters to be women, to be virtuous women, to be modest women. To not drink excessive, to be out there, be drunken, to be drunk and loud and and want to be a floozy and bringing any man home. Because the law about that, right? What's supposed to happen when a woman when she gets her husband and she lays with that man, she's supposed to bring that blood and them bloody bed sheets to her father. Slocky, you got something to say?
Shalom, Adawan.
Oh, Shalom on the Christ.
Shalom, Adawan. It's Trooper Halak checking in. How about sir?
How about Sherry outside, brother? Trooper Halak, what's going on, brother?
Man, everything wild Adawan on, just running around picking up some last minute things for the Passover, sir.
All right, Khan, no sweat.
Real quick, Adawan, just want to just want to chime in and say, that's some heavy teaching that you're doing. You're touching on some, some real issues in the, in the black community. And,
Right.
I hear out of one. So, that's some heavy topics that you're bringing out.
All right, the water. I'm glad you checked in, brother. Good to hear from you.
Double cut.
Right, be a virtuous woman to your husband, man. Love your husband. Stop fighting against him. Because I'm telling you right now, you sisters, and up in here, we gotta make you take accountability. You gotta have accountability for your actions. You just ain't gonna be running around wild like a jackass. I don't think you just gotta do what you want to do. I don't think you gotta dress how you want to dress, all provocative. Then you want to run, then you wonder why you get assaulted. And then when you get assaulted, then you want to call the cops, and then you want to, then the first thing you want to say, what do y'all women love to say? Oh, the way I'm dressed, it shouldn't, that don't mean I want it. But you got cats out here, hey, look, you got cats out here that don't have control of their bodily organs. You got cats out here that ain't gonna control their lust.
Right.
That can't control their lust.
Right.
And you wanna run around talking about, oh, that don't mean I want to have sex. That don't mean you should have done that to that woman or nothing like that. The way I dress ain't got nothing to do with it. Hey, look. Number one, oh, okay. All right, Con. We still got a few minutes. But yeah, Salakia. But yeah, Con, first thing y'all want to say is, oh, well, I dress has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with it. Dress more, be more moderate, be sober. And then a lot of you think that y'all think that all that cussing and acting ghetto and loud and all that is not attractive. It ain't cool. It ain't attractive. Especially when you start to drink it and then you want to talk about smoking weed and all that, and then you really start to get belligerent. And you think everybody's supposed to just accept that and take that. Like, no. You look real simple. You look ridiculous. It's not attractive. It's not sexy. But yet, this is what you do around your daughters. Understand, you got kids looking at you, especially these little girls. What you don't do what you want to do this, just like what's the female rappers? They always talking about they don't let their daughters listen to their music and watch their videos and all that. But you want everybody else's child to do it.
Right.
Like, come on, man. How wicked is that? How unsisterly is that? That's the same way how when y'all women, when y'all walk around half naked and acting belligerent, being drunkards, getting high and all that. You don't think these other little kids out here is watching that? These little kids, y'all wonder where they get it from. They're getting it from you. They're picking it up off of you. They see what you do. They listen to what you say. And that's very unsisterly for you not to care. That's unsisterly for you to just be able to just brush it off and talk about, oh, it ain't my child. It is your child. That's a daughter of your people. That's your neighbor. That's your neighbor's child. That's your brother's child. Go ahead. You got something to say?
Sir.
All right, come on. Any comments, any questions on the conference call? All right, no sweat. Any comments online? All right, no sweat. Well, yeah, because you women, y'all got to do better than this. Y'all got to start being more sisterly. I know we always get on the brothers because the brothers, we're the leaders, we're the heads. But you sisters, y'all got to fall in line. Y'all got to do the same. Y'all got to be sisterly. Just like we get on the brothers, we got to get on you too. You got to be just as sisterly as a man is brotherly. As a brother is brotherly, you got to be just as sisterly. This all goes for you too. Young man Paul,
Khan.
get me Proverbs 9 and 13.
Khan.
You know, hey, look, just because it's a brotherhood class, that don't mean it ain't going for you sisters. Just because the leaders are the prophets and all, the priests, the kings, hey, that goes for you too, women. That goes for all y'all, Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian women who make up the 12 tribes of Israel. You gotta be a sister. You gotta be a sister. You gotta be sisterly too. You gotta be a sister to your sister and a sister to your brother. It ain't just a man. As a nation, as a whole. You in this just like we are. You in it with us. We all in this together. That's why we gotta come together. We gotta love and care about each other. And you sisters, y'all got, hey, look, y'all gotta stop doing all that flooziness you be doing. You can't be drunken and alcoholics and especially you older women. You older women, y'all should be leading these young girls and teaching them how to be young women. Let me know when you got that, young man Paul.
I have it, sir.
All right, Khan, go ahead.
Khan, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous.
Hey, what?
A foolish woman is clamorous.
A foolish woman is clamorous. And we all know what clamorous is, right?
Khan.
Right. Loud. Just talking just to be talking. Wanna say something, wanna talk like she got knowledge when she don't. Jumping into a conversation and being all off the mark. Talking about things that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation at hand. Loud just to be loud. Loud because you want to be heard and seen. Loud because you want attention, but your foolishness. What you talk about is very foolish. Don't be that woman. Oh, Slocky, somebody got some. Go ahead.
Sir, I got a question, Adawan.
Go ahead.
Adawan, can you say that this clamorous means ratchet also?
You can say that because it goes right along with it. Right. As a matter of fact, look that up. Look
So
up
like
clam.
the definition for clamorous, sir.
Con.
I have it right here.
All right, go ahead. Read it.
Clamorous is an adjective, making a loud and confused noise.
Right. Anything else?
Loud, sir.
All right. But Con, I mean, I would relate it to it because just as you read the definition, read that definition again.
Con is adjectives, making a loud and confused noise.
Right. And that's what a lot of you women do. Y'all making loud, confused noises. And in the midst of that, you being ratchet. Because a lot of times you doing it to start some shit. Unnecessarily. You being very ratchet about it. Because you know, hey, look, you know how everybody can be chilling, having a good time, and you got that one woman that want to come along, loud, drunk, want to start something just to be simple, just to be foolish, start just to start it, start whatever. You know, try to, you know, she might be attracted to a man, try to make him jealous. You know, go ahead, read some more on that, young man Paul.
Con. You want me to start from the top, sir?
Con.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Right. Simple, knowing nothing. Because a lot of times when you listen to these women, they ain't talking about nothing. They don't know nothing. They just run them at the mouth. Talking just to be talking. You know? Well, yeah, you know, hey, look. Well, we got to come together. We got to do better than this. And y'all sisters, hey, look. You win this too. And we went through the same thing in slavery. You know? As a man, you went through the same thing that we went through in slavery. This we know. But still got to be taking accountability for your actions. Any comments? Any questions? Comments? On the conference call? Any comments? Questions? All right. With that, I pass the class over to police officer Napashkaya.
With the I.S.U.P.K security announcements, where the I.S.U.P.K started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, they are live for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My I.S.U.P.K, that means tent in Hebrew, 10% of every penny increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church department or teacher. Priest for free will offer, priest not mandatory. What's the amount you like to give? Next holy convocation is going to be the Passover. It's going to be on the 14th day of the first month. You also can find it in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23. It's going to be Saturday, April 20th, sundown. My walk in and check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper to school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pant, headband, or scarf. And with that, be a walker salute to teacher. Then is where Mike Box, Mike, Rock, Yahweh Ba'Shem
Yahshua Barakatah.
Bible said in Hebrew, may the Most High, the name of Christ bless you. Y'all know, top me hands down. Give one curse salute to the sister online, Ben Israel. Mike Sabat, Mike, Rock, Yahweh Shemar, El Ta'al Ba'Shem Yahshua. Bible said to the sisters online, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Y'all know, top me hands down, classic Smith.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General YAHANNA, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General YAHANNA is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.